All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics never the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays. Like working your faces. Grace up the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All Sports, All Plays Network. My name is Will Polson, and I'm going to be our moderator for tonight's debate. For anybody joining you, we are still in round one. We're going to be finishing up the round one debates this week, and we are kicking off this week with a good one between Landon and Sarge, and we will be getting to them in just a minute. But first, I have to roll in our judges. First with me is representing Real Talk, a man who has yet to go, but a man who saw his way into the championship last time he went up in the championship debate, a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Chris Brown. Chris, go ahead and bring yourself on. Chris, how you doing today, my man?
Listen, I'm doing great. You know, I can't wait to see this debate. You know, we got Sarge, we got Landon. Landon's been talking a little bit. Sarge has been playing it calm, so I can't wait to see this. This is going to be a good one.
Absolutely, absolutely. But first, we must bring in the other judge, the man who is defending his crown in this whole situation, the reigning champ of the debates on ASAP Network, Coach Cam Chancellor.
Yeah,
Man, how you doing, man?
Nah, I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, it's been a good first round of debates. You know, got me kind of nervous, you know, honestly.
Don't lie. Don't start with that humble stuff. Don't start with that humble stuff.
Bill came with the heat. Jay came with the heat. Jay, my next matchup, you know, I'm just trying to see where I stack up at in 2021.
What Freddie come out with?
Freddie.
Ain't defending Real Talk.
Damn, so I'm mad. I'm probably at Freddie because he fumbled the bag, man.
He did.
But it's all good. I'm excited about the debate.
Well, two guys who are hoping to do a little bit better than Freddie while we're all sitting here throwing jabs at him. We will start with the youngin, the youngest member of the network, the guy who's been in the chat and definitely trying to make a name of himself here on the ASAP debates, Mr. Landon Hammonds. Landon, go ahead and bring yourself on. And we know you've been talking a little bit down there in the chat. Just tell us a little bit of what we can expect from you against Sarge today.
Listen, I've been talking. I'm ready to back it up. So I'm ready. Let's get going. Bring him in. Just go ahead and bring him in.
All righty. Man doesn't want any time. Man knows what he's going to bring, and bringing on his opponent is Tim the Sarge. Sarge, you know, you've been acting pretty calm and collected. You know, you said yesterday on Sports Minute you're going to be having this kid doing push-ups and sit-ups at the end of this debate. So just what can we expect from you going into this one?
Oh, I'll be coming in with fire. Don't worry. I did a 5-mile run also. So, Landon, you better be running for that run also.
All right. I like it. New guys on here talking smack already. That's what we're here for. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. We determined before coming on today that Landon will be going first, and he will be getting his first stance on the question one. Just to fill everybody in, if you haven't been here before for debate night, you will receive 1.5 minutes for your first collection. Chris will be keeping the time. Whenever he gives you the one finger, that is your 10-second warning. Whenever you see his finger go up, you have 10 seconds to wrap up your final thoughts. After your opponent goes, you will have a 1-minute rebuttal. And after that, our judges, myself, Cam, and Chris, will collaborate in the group chat, and we will figure out the answers on who we think won that round. We'll take a 30-second break after the final question, and we'll come back with the winner. And then the winner will go on and move on to round two. So any questions?
Let's get going. Come on.
All right.
Okay.
Let's jump right into it. So, Landon, you will be getting the first question. Landon, I am a big baseball guy. That is my number one sport of choice. And so I think it's only fitting that I ask you this first question. We've seen the game be played for centuries, and so many people have stepped into the batter's box. But whenever we are talking about the best hitter in baseball history, who comes to mind for you? You will have a minute and 30 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Time
Chris,
starts
you got
when you
time?
start talking.
All right. The best hitter ever is Barry Bonds. 2,935 hits, 1,996 RBIs with 762 home runs. This man has the most home runs of all time. He's a 7-time MVP, 12-time Silver Slugger, 14-time All-Star. He's won the batting title twice in his career, and he's a 3-time Player of the Year. This man was insane at the plate, right? And I know what's going to come up in his – but I got that in the rebuttal, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared for what he's going to say. This man was just a beast. Okay, he's most home runs of all time. What do you want in the bottom ninth, right? Whenever you're down 1, 2 outs, what do you want? You want a home run. You call this guy to the plate. He's who you want. I mean, I think it's no question. Most home runs all time, 12-time Silver Slugger, which is also the most all time ever in the MLB. This man's just crazy. There's no doubt about it. If I have to put one player in the box for my team all time, it's got to be Barry Bonds.
You still have 30 seconds left if you want to use it.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
All righty. All right. We've heard his first stance. Barry Bonds from Landon. Sarge, it is your turn. You will have a minute and a half on who is the best hitter in baseball history. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Time starts when you start talking, Sarge.
All right, I am ready. So I'm going to go old school here. I'm going to go back in the 1930s and 1940s, and it's like Mr. Ted Williams himself, Mr. Boston Red Sox right there. The only player in baseball history to hit over 400, 406 in 1941. And with that being said, I'm glad you brought up Barry Bonds right there. Barry Bonds would have to go around the bases 910 times in a row to catch up on career bases touched, what Ted Williams did with that. Ted Williams, he only hit below 300 once, and that was second to the end of his career. And after that, he hit 254 that year, and after that, he hit 310. He went up and won the batting title. He won 2 Triple Crowns, which I believe only 7 people have done that. And also with Mr. Ted Williams, he missed 5 years of the season. He spent 3 years in World War II and 2 years fighting over in North Korea. During that time, Mike Trout, like be compared with Mike Trout hit 110 home runs, 251 RBIs, and 316 runs scored. So if Ted Williams would have played those 5 years, he would have been over 700 home runs.
Okay. All right. Barry Bonds from Landon, Ted Williams from the Sarge. Landon, you've heard his debate. You will have a minute to rebut as well as clarify your answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. All right, Barry Bonds. I'm just going to go ahead and go through what I think is going through the judge's mind and maybe the viewers as well. This man's had multiple counts of people accusing him of steroids, right? I did my research here, okay? Never once was it cleared 100% that he was on steroids, and he had 762 home runs. Think about that. No steroids, 762 home runs. He's been accused because he was that great, right? You got to put something on him. 762 home runs, there's got to be something behind that, but no, there never was. Barry Bonds actually said, they can test me every day if they want. I don't care because I'm clean. This man was clean, 762 home runs, and I say, you know, steroids doesn't affect, like, if you have a good swing and you have good timing, you're still, steroids or not, you're going to hit it good. So if you put a guy who's never hit before at the batter's box with steroids, he's not going to do anything, period.
All right.
All
right. We got your rebuttal from Landon. Sarge, you will have a minute to rebut as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I mean, I'm not even going to touch Barry Bonds with the PED and stuff like that. We've all heard it all. So there's that. Ted Williams, all I'm going to say is his career batting average was 366 compared to Barry Bonds, 297 or 298 for hitting. I mean, come on. His on-base percentage is much higher than Barry Bonds, and I'd rather see someone hit the ball rather than walk. I understand why they were walking him, but I mean, Ted Williams all the way. That's all I got.
Okay.
All righty. Tell you what, gentlemen, thank you for bringing some heat on the first question. Definitely a great start. And by the way, we are popping off on viewers right now. Definitely everybody, a lot of people tuning in to watch this debate. So we want to thank everybody at home taking time out of their day to come catch this debate. We appreciate you for that. But we'll go ahead and we'll flip it to question number 2, which is going to be brought to you by the one and only Coach Cam.
All right. Now, obviously, in this era, we talk about point guards, we talk about wing players, we talk about, that position. However, there was a dominant position that what you had to have in the back of the day to win, and that's the center position. So that leads to this question. Who is the greatest center of all time in the NBA? The greatest center of all time. And I'm going to start with you, Sarge. I guess the time will start once you start talking, buddy.
Oh boy, the best center. I'm gonna have to go with Bill Russell. With Bill Russell, you got to put in the fact that he was also as a coach. He was a full-time coach, player, championship winner. Even though he did not score a lot of points, but throughout his career, he stayed consistent with all his points compared to Kareem and Chamberlain. Their stats on points went down. Same with their rebounds, but my man Bill just kept chugging along and eating up them boards with that one. With that being said, he played with Sam Jones and Havlicek and got 11 championships out of that, even though he only won one MVP. He is, excuse me, I believe he is five MVPs. That was my bad. He was an all NBA 3 times, all-time leader in rebounds 4 times. Man, this man was a legend, coach, player. He was there for the team, not for himself.
All right. So we've heard the point from Sarge. Landon, you will have 1.5 minutes to go with your best center of all time. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Time starts when you start.
All right. I got Wilt Chamberlain. All right. His career average 30 points, 22.9 boards, 4 assists, and he had size. He was 7'1", and this man shot 54% from the field his whole career. All right. He's a Hall of Famer, 7-time scoring champ, 10-time All-NBA versus Bill Russell's 3, I think you said, 4-time MVP, 2-time NBA champ, 2-time All-Defensive, Rookie of the Year, and Finals MVP, and a 13-time All-Star. Okay, he has 100 points in a game. We all know that, and that's the most ever. 55 rebounds in a game. That's the most ever. He also has the most rebounds of all time at 23,924. This man is phenomenal. He holds 68 NBA records, and at one point he averaged 50 points a game. I mean, how can that even compare to anybody? Wilt Chamberlain, and Conman, thank you. You told me this. They had to change the game with a no dunk rule to try to slow this man down. They had to put rules to slow him down. I think that shows that he's the best player of all time.
You still got some time left. Are you done?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Confidence from the young buck going out there bringing some heat. So we got Bill Russell. We got Wilt Chamberlain. What did I just say? Wow. Weird. All right. Sarge, you will have 1 minute to rebut. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right.
All right, so I just want to say thank you for not saying Kareem because I was all ready for that one. You kind of threw me a curveball with Wilt Chamberlain. But the thing is, he was losing back in 1967. That is when he started losing his skill and so forth. Yes, I did say that, but yet he was a great player during that time. But I was looking at the downfall, and he wasn't consistent as Bill Russell was. But Bill Russell, like I said earlier, he's a coach player. He coached and won championships also while he was a player as well. Not once, but twice. That's all I got.
Okay. Landon.
All right, look. This man had 2 championships as well, but while averaging 50 points a game, excuse me. How do you compare? 10-time All-NBA to your Bill Russell's 3-time All-NBA. Bill Russell was not a scoring champ, obviously. He even admitted he wasn't a scorer. You need to score points and get rebounds to win in the NBA as a big man. 55 rebounds a game, that's the most. 23,924 rebounds in his career. All right, that's the most of all time. You need to do that, and you need to score 100 points in a game, which is the most all time. He scored, he got boards, and he won championships, and he's also a 13-time All-Star. Finals MVP once, 2-time All-Defensive. He was an all-around center, and he had size. I think that's what you need to succeed in the league. That's all I got.
All right. Fellas, I just want to clarify that this next round can decide it all.
Yes.
It has come down in a lot of debates where we do have a tie going into the final round. So make sure that you leave your all on this next question. Bring everything you got. I don't care if you think, obviously make sure you choose your words. Any word you say can and will be used against you. We saw Freddie. We saw
in the court of debate.
A few words. It really can't be the difference of a few words. So be careful with your word choice, but make sure you bring the heat on this next one. Be ready. So, Chris, you got the final question. You take it away.
Man, like Will said, this last question, this last topic can ultimately decide the fate for the winner of this debate, this fire debate, because y'all brought it here. Trust me. Last question. We're in the playoffs right now for the NFL. There's a guy that just lost, his wild card round at home, didn't have the best performance, and there's a guy sitting at home that led the league in passing yards. His team didn't even make it to the playoffs. You have Deshaun Watson. You have Russell Wilson. So, Landon, I'm starting off with you. My question is, who is the better quarterback, Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson? Time starts when you start talking.
As much as I love Russell Wilson, I got to go Deshaun Watson. He's younger. Russell Wilson's played 90 more games than him. And Deshaun Watson plays just same as, if not better, and Russell Wilson has the experience. I'm going to look at the 2020 NFL season simply because the year difference, I couldn't look at their career stats. I'm going to start off with the weapons. Russell Wilson has DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and David Moore as his receivers. Listen to the Watson's sorry receiving core. Will Fuller, who was suspended the last 5 games. Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb. Okay, now let's go look at the stats this season. Deshaun Watson, 70% completion percentage against Russell Wilson, 68.8%. Deshaun Watson, 4,823 yards, most in the NFL, to Russell Wilson's 4,212 passing yards. And then Watson, this is the only category he's lacking is passing touchdowns, and he has 33 touchdowns with that sorry receiving core. That says something. And Russ has 40 with that fantastic receiving core. DK stepped up. I think we can all agree with Tyler Lockett's underrated. Russell Wilson has done 13. He threw 13 interceptions this year with that receiving core, while Deshaun Watson threw 7. And y'all was really saying Russell Wilson was this year's MVP a few weeks back. Come on, man. Deshaun Watson is better than Russell Wilson. And Deshaun Watson has worse receivers, and he's making better stats than Deshaun Watson. This man can run like Lamar Jackson, pass like Tom Brady. He can do it all. I got Deshaun Watson.
Time.
All right. Tell you what, he did leave it out there. Sarge, the floor is yours. Watson, Russ Wilson, the better quarterback. Who is it in your eyes? Are you ready?
I am ready.
The
better quarterback has to be Russell Wilson. Due to the fact that, look what he came into when he started. He actually started when he came into the league as a 3rd-round pick with that. His receiving core was Curse, Tate, Baldwin, and that was about it. And don't forget about Sidney Rice. But about Sidney Rice, we don't know if he was going to show up or not, or what Sidney Rice was going to show up. I mean, this guy, he never has a offensive line, and that's why they say let him cook. He can't cook with all the ingredients, but he still makes it happen for the team. I'll give it to Deshaun Watson being the better quarterback in his first 4 years over Russell Wilson. But how did Watson not beat out Tom Savage and TJ Yates before he became?
Ooh.
Wi-Fi went bad at the wrong time.
No, well, yeah.
Oh, no. Sarge, you fumbled out a little bit.
I fumbled that. I don't know where I was at on my rant. So
you said something about Yates.
Something about Yates and Savage.
Yes.
So Tom Savage and TJ Yates started before Watson did with that one. And Watson, he was given Devontae Fuller, Demetri Thomas, and Hopkins, all right there, all pro ballers right there. Not Russell. He wasn't a pro baller. I don't think he was. Cindy Rice, no. Baldwin, yes, he can be. But come on. He has a better offensive line than Russell Wilson does. And Russell Wilson's much a shorter quarterback, and he has to use his skills to even continue. It's like 5'9".
Time.
All right. I'm glad it's opposing views. Definitely leave it all out. These last minutes can make or break the debate. Landon, you'll have a minute to rebut. Time will start when you start talking.
Like I said, my outlook was this season. Okay, this season, Deshaun Watson was a better quarterback. You cannot deny it. Look at the stats. But career, Deshaun Watson, why do you think J.J. Watt, one of the best defensive ends in the league, literally talked to him after the game and said, "I'm sorry for wasting one of your years"? Look at this man. He is insane. As a Seahawks fan, I want Deshaun Watson over Russell Wilson any day of the week. It's coming from a Seahawks fan, man. Look at the stats. I don't care. Russell Wilson's first few years, he was given Jermaine Kearse, Doug Baldwin, 2 Pro Bowl receivers. Jermaine Kearse was amazing down the field, and Doug Baldwin was amazing in the slot. Deshaun Watson's given Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, and Randall Cobb. Now, Will Fuller's a fantastic receiver, but he was suspended. He was in trouble. He got wins with Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, I haven't heard that name for about 5 years. And Brandon Cooks was good with the Rams, and that's about it. He managed to do this without a good receiving core, while Russell Wilson had worse stats with a fantastic receiving core.
Time.
All right. Sarge, it comes down to your last minute rebuttal. Your time will start when you start talking.
I gotta say that Watson was given a better wide receiver core at starting, and I would want to see Watson call out his team like J.J. Watt did, because I know Russ is going to call out his team. He has done it before. I mean, all I see is on social media or on the news is Watson mad, but I've never seen him in a conference and one of those press conferences and talking about the team. Like, come on, guys, like J.J. Watt did. I mean, if you want to be a true leader, that's what you need to do with that one. I will give Watson, though, he was given a bad hand with the coaching. I will give him that whatsoever. That was not fair whatsoever. But I still have to go with Russell Wilson because I'm not going off of this year. I'm going off of the first 4 years of these two guys and what they were stacked up against. That's what I got.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, I wish I had 15 seconds.
Hey, that's the thing with the debate. We honor the rules. Minute and a half in a minute. You get your time. You left what you had out there, and you were good. At that, we leave it at that. Tell you what, the three of us, we got a lot to discuss. It was a great debate, gentlemen. Thank you both for bringing it all to the floor. And we're going to step away for a 30-second break, and we're going to collaborate as judges. We're going to find out who the winner is, and we'll be right back. Nate. All right. We have discussed it as judges, and we have come to the decision. Again, want to thank you both for bringing your all. You both brought some great points, some great answers. I tell you what, you did not make it easy. That is for sure. And, we say it a lot of times, but it really did come down to the last question. We went in with it. We had a notch up at question 3, and our winner, moving on to the next round by unanimous decision, is Landon Hammonds. Landon, congratulations! You came out. You brought your stats. You brought your facts, and you did just enough to get by. And you will be moving on to the round 2. and you have taken the win. So winner circle for you. Congratulations. You have the floor.
Thank you. Hey, Sarge, respect to you. That was a fantastic debate, but I called it. That's all I got.
Oh man.
Oh, he's sick.
Oh, listen, Landon. Everybody in the comments, I see y'all. You're supporting your guy Landon, but listen, that second round, he going against some fire. You better bring it against that fire, Landon.
Come on, bring it.
You don't want somebody to put out that flame.
They ain't going to. They're just going to add it. They're just going to add on. Come on, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Shout out, Landon. Every 15-year-old girl in the comment section is hitting the heart button. Everybody's going nuts. It's phenomenal down there in the comments. And I tell you what, Landon brought a following, that's for sure. But way to show up, way to take the dub. You got your W. You're going to be moving on to round 2. Definitely bring your end game, young buck. You're going to need it. But good job debating today. Sarge, any final words?
Respect, Sarge. Respect. That was a good debate.
Yeah, from TikTok, Landon. You saw what happened to Juju.
Okay. Hey, respect. That was a good debate. That was good. You brought more than I thought. You brought more than I thought. I got kind of worried there.
Sarge, while we're here, let's be honest with you, man. If you didn't give credit to Deshaun Watson,
oh my God,
you just gave Deshaun Watson a little bit too much credit.
Too much credit. I wanted you to poop on him,
and that's helping Landon. Just whenever you say stuff like that, that just helps Landon's case. And like we said, 1-1 going into the final question, you gotta poop on his answer. I mean, you gotta make him feel stupid.
I will say this because I am looking in the comments. It looked like we got a fan favorite.
Yeah,
it looked like we got a fan favorite with Landon. But just to let y'all know, it's a reason why the corners say defending champ.
I might not be the defending champ, but I say all 3 of us judges were in the finals last time.
That is valid.
That's legit. That's legit.
Chris hasn't gone yet, but 2 of us are right back in it. So,
yes,
Landon,
sir.
You never know who you're going to take on. It's going to be a matter of everybody. It's going to be a matter of the bracket, and we'll see what's going on.
I'm about to change it. Landon going against Coach Cam tomorrow.
Listen, I'm not going to duck for anybody. I'll do it. I ain't going to pull a Freddie Henderson. I'm not going to duck.
Hey, all right. Then you can jab at losers now. You got a dub in the column. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Landon, taking the W. You'll be moving on. Sarge, great debate, man. You made it hard as judges, that's for sure. Definitely a close one. But congratulations to both of you. Y'all brought the heat and brought the viewership. People definitely seem to be entertained. Holding everybody. Thank you, everybody that came to watch Landon versus Sarge today. Congratulations to Landon taking that dub. And any closing thoughts from everybody get ready to going on later tonight?
We'll see that bracket, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what I got.
The bracket will be posted on all ASAP Network social media pages, the updated bracket. Make sure you tune in to me Friday. I'm going against Con Man. This dude has all the knowledge. I'm just a young guy in the game, so that'll be a good one.
It's another age versus experience kind of debate there for sure. And don't forget, if y'all watching at home, y'all really into college sports, make sure y'all catch Jock Talk tonight, 10:30 Eastern time. But with Trey and Jay, they will be on tonight. I'm sure you're going to get some Natty Champ talk. You're going to get your best college basketball talk that you're going to find.
Where's that? Yeah.
Roll Tide, baby. There you go. Make sure.
I thought, before you go, I'm sorry there, Will, because I thought because at first, I thought I was facing Jay, but I'm anxious to see what this bracket is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how it's going to look because remember he said don't go by seeds last, so I gotta see. This is getting he's getting real now. Second round is where you gotta separate the men from the boys.
Men from the boys.
If you're going by age, then I lose.
Listen, you're only like 4 years younger than me, so that.
I wish I could say that, but I'm not.
I'm not going to bust on you, Cam. I'm not going to tell them about the great. No.
All right, fellas. All right, so thank you for everybody tuning in and catching the debate. Make sure you catch Jock Talk tonight. Make sure you catch Chris's debate on Friday, and we will catch you all in the next one. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics never the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace up the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.